Hey everyone, welcome back to Screen Innovations. Today we are going to go over how to install a coupled shade. Our coupled shades give you the ability to have a bigger shade that expands over several windows, which is running off a singular motor connecting each band with a couple idler. Let's go ahead and get started. First, let's go over how to properly space the brackets.
The first step is to install your mounting brackets. You're going to want to install them about 4 to 6 inches away from your jamb. And you want to make sure they are level and planar.
Once the brackets are installed, now we can install the cassettes.
So the next step is to mount the shade back extrusion onto the wall brackets, and we're going to center it in between the wall brackets, and I am going to start on the idler side or the non-motor side. Now, once you got two of the back shade extrusions up, you're just going to connect them right here using the pins. And it's as simple as just sliding them into place. Once you got a nice good fit, you're going to tighten these down and lock them down. Once you get the two extrusions connected together, you're just going to repeat that process until you get to the last shade that has the actual motor in it. So as you're connecting all of these shades, one step that you're going to want to do is when you know that you're perfectly lined up and centered and your cassette is in position, go ahead and lock them into place. I have all my back shade extrusions mounted. I'm at the final point where I'm going to put the shade extrusion up that has the actual motor in it. And our process is the same. I'm just going to connect these two. Now I'm just going to tighten down the insert pins.
Now we can go ahead and connect the bands together.
So we've got our shade with the motor installed. Our next step is going to be to install the next shade and couple it up. So we're going to insert it on the idler side. And then I'm going to take a look and see where I'm at. And I am just going to match this up. So I'm going to push this until I hear a click. And then once I hear that click, I'll know I'm coupled when I can rotate and see both of the shades moving at the same time. So we've successfully coupled the second shade. We're going to move to the third and final one. Going to get your idler side in and then check your pin.
We will be going over making sure all the bands line up.
So now I'm just going to go and check and make sure all the shades are level, just using the same standard technique on the 375 nano shades. Before I move on, I'm going to deploy all of the shades down to their lower limit and then just retract them. And this will just make sure that the fabric is nice and tight on the roll. And this can be accomplished by either using a SDN wall switch or your RTS remote. So right now I'm just connecting power to the shades. And I am going to grab my SDN wall switch. Go ahead and deploy.
This is for adjusting the bands if they are not level.
So after cycling the shades, I can see that the hem bars are a little bit out of level. So this next step will show you how to get everything level. So in order to get these hem bars level, I'm going to have to uncouple the shade to access the inner idler. Good rule of thumb is to deploy the shade a little bit. Just gives you a little more room to work with and you can kind of see where you're at. Now as you're doing this, you'll feel it get tight. That's right about the time that it's going to disengage. Okay, I'm going to gently pull this out. You simply slide your idler out, which will expose teeth. You can then turn, and each marking is 1/16 of an inch. And I am going to rotate towards me. And see where I am. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and cycle it.
Finally putting the front fascia on the shade.
And now the final step, we're going to put the front closure piece onto the shade. So I'm just going to line this up and go at a little bit of an angle until I get it right into this position right here. So you can see how it's just rocking back and forth a little bit. I can come right here to this pressure point and push, right here to this pressure point and push. And then you're going to repeat that process going down the line. Same process, just get it lined up. And now for the final one.
For more information, check out our new AI Help Center. It has articles and videos over everything. Thank you for watching.